Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a tutorial for Ilmango's huge fungus farm. There should be a link to his video in the description. Now, the reason that I am doing this is because in his video showcasing this, there wasn't a tutorial, he kind of just flew through it. And I think it would be very beneficial for anyone who wants to build this if there was a tutorial. So I'll get on with that. But first, I will show you how this farm operates. So, click this lever, turns it on, and as you can see, it keeps bone mealing it until eventually a fungus grows, and then that'll grow up, and it'll push it over, and then that'll just repeat. So, see again, grows it, gets pushed over, and yeah, that's kind of how it works. So for this quick tutorial, I'm going to be doing this layer by layer, and right here we have the base. This red block marks the front of it, and I'm just going to be showing you this layer, and then this layer, right, so on and so forth, and I'm going to be excluding this giant piston column, right, but it's pretty easy. Just continue this glass upwards in this diagonal zigzagging type of pattern, and put redstone on it, and they'll extend out properly. So these are the building materials that you will need to build this farm. You will need one redstone block, one lever, one redstone torch, one comparator, one fence gate, 14 pistons, one dropper, one nylium block, or it could be warped nylium, one target block, 2 chests, 8 hoppers, 2 powered rails, 23 building blocks, 2 dispensers, 9 observers, 5 repeaters, 16 redstone dust, 5 sticky pistons, and 12 transparent blocks. Here I'm using glass, but you could use something like glowstone as well. So for this farm to work, you're going to need to fill up all of these hoppers and all of these droppers and these dispensers with bone meal, like this. So that's why you have all this, it's just to run it in. So hopefully you have a bone meal farm or something like that. There's tutorials for those on YouTube. And yeah, just want to make sure you know that you need to have these full of bone meal. This is also a block by block tutorial, and hopefully I'll be able to do this in one take. So what you're going to need to do is place a dispenser facing upwards, and then on top of that, crimson nylium or warped nylium. And off of that, you're going to place blocks like this, a dropper, a dispenser, and then you're going to break those blocks. Now what you need to do is you need to place your building block there, another building block there, there, and there. Place redstone dust there and there. A repeater down here that is set to 2 ticks. Then facing up from here, you're going to need to place a dispenser. So the dispenser is looking down that piece of redstone. Then right here, you're going to need to place an observer. And I think I said observer when I said that. An observer facing down into the repeater. Now, you're going to need a building block right here next to this redstone, and facing upwards like so. So it is putting a signal down to this block, put it right there. Then you're going to right here place a block. Right back in here, you're going to place an observer that is facing this direction, like such. So you have the face right there. Also going to place, let's go back over here actually. So right now you have this type of setup, hopefully. So coming off of this dispenser right here, place a block, place another block like so, a redstone comparator, keep it in compare mode so that this little spot is not lit up, place a block of redstone next to it. Then you're going to place a building block right there, And off of that, you're going to place a redstone torch, like so. Then you're going to come out 2 blocks like that, and place a piece of redstone dust that leads into another block like this. You're going to get yourself a sticky piston, like that, and you're going to place an observer on it so that its little redstone dot is facing out, so that if this piston extends, this creates an observer clock right here. Now, coming back over this way, what you're going to want to do is place a sticky piston on top of this block, like that. It's powered because I have bone meal in here, and it's full of bone meal. That's important. Then you're going to place a building block right there. Coming over this way, in this hole, place a building block, a redstone repeater with 2 ticks. Then you're going to place a building block right behind that part. Okay. Now what you're going to need a fence gate. Let me find that. Going to do fence gate, and you're going to place it right there. Now, facing into this fence gate, you want an observer, and then what you're going to want now, you have pistons, not sticky pistons. You're going to place them right there, and build them up as high as you want. I did it 14 high, but I'll just leave it like that because that's fine, that works. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get your powered rails, going to put them right there and right there, and immediately you should see the farm start to actually kind of work, which is cool, but that's not exactly what I want right now. But anyways, so it grows. Neat. And great, so I'm going to break all of this. Oh god. Okay, I hope I remember to cut this out. Feel free to place everything in a different order so that doesn't happen. Okay, so now that I've finished breaking all that stuff, I shall continue on. So you're going to get another sticky piston right here. It's going to go up like that. Place an observer. It's facing this direction, so it pulses out this way. Get a building block right there, like so. Then you're going to get a building block right there. And let me grab a repeater, because you need a repeater on this facing into here, set to 1 tick. Then right here, you're going to need a building block, and right here you're going to need an observer that's facing up. Then you're going to need a building block right here. Then you can place glass like this, in this zigzagging pattern upwards. This is where you're going to take your redstone dust, and you're going to put it on. Break it really quick. Like this. Next, you're going to need a target block. This target block goes right above this piston right here. And what the target block does is it redirects this redstone right here into it. And that's important because let's place one of our glass pieces, or it could be glowstone, right? Anything that's transparent, so not a building block, right? You're going to place that right there. Well, it could be in the building block tab, but you know what I mean. Glass, glowstone, that kind of stuff. And on top of that, you're going to want a redstone repeater on 1 tick. Then, coming off of that, you're going to want a block, and facing upwards, that block, you're going to want an observer. Like that. See? So it pulses into that block. You're going to want... this is laggy. You're going to want 2 pistons right there. You can put a lever on them. That's your on-off switch. Right? Then right here, you're going to want another redstone repeater. And that should be the entire build. So now, if I was to go flick this lever on, it should start. See, it grows it, then it pushes it over, and it continues growing more stuff until it gets one of these, and it'll grow it up all the way, and it will come out like that. poop it over to the side, as it does. Great. Oh, and I forgot one thing, the hopper and the chest. So what you're going to want to do with these hoppers is you're going to want to place one into here. Then you're going to want to place one there, 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 and there. Then you're going to want to place your double chest and just fill this all the way up to the brim with bone meal, just to make sure that these don't run out, because you can't have them running out. They're supposed to be full always, otherwise it'll kind of break. Also, another cool thing that you could do, which I should have covered here, but I'm covering now. So this nylon block, every so often when the piston extends and there's a block above it, it'll actually convert into netherrack, and that'll break this. So what you should do is you could place a block right there, or you could place one right there, right? Or it could be, right here actually, still with the repeater on it, right? And that'll just make sure that if it breaks into netherrack, it'll regrow, and that's actually what this repeater's here for. Alright guys, so that has been it for this tutorial. I don't know if this was good or not. This is my first time trying to really make anything of any quality, as you can see by the rest of my videos. But yeah, so if you want an explanation of how this all works exactly, or you want me to try and make a better tutorial for it, I guess just tell me in the comments. And have a nice day.